Hey everybody, I'm here with Niki Mousette, who is our regional director licensee in beautiful Asheville, North Carolina, where
Mhm.
she's living the life sitting in front of this huge fireplace with 18 inches of snow outside that
Yay.
they just got there. I know, I'm jealous. Asheville is one of my favorite places on earth. Um, so Niki, we originally met because you came to Bel Air
Mhm.
to live in what year?
I think it was 2014. It was 5 years ago that I was there.
Okay. And then you were going to move
Yeah.
back to Asheville, where you were living before you
Mhm.
came to Bel Air,
Mhm.
and I wanted to start a safe harbor practice there.
Mhm.
And that's going great. You started it from scratch. Now, you're doing well with it. You have how many counselors?
I have one person who's doing it full time, and one person who's doing it part time, and someone else who's just starting.
Right. And then you see what, 15 clients a week?
25.
25 a week. Wow. Yeah, you're really getting it done. Yeah,
Yep.
there. That's really
We
cool.
are.
I don't think I'd get anything done if I lived in Asheville. I'd always be in the mountains, either hiking or riding my bike or on the French Broad River.
Yeah, it's
Well,
a fun place to live.
yeah,
We
yeah,
walked
definitely.
up a mountain from our front door yesterday, so it's pretty.
Yeah. Well, tell us all what kind of got you into the mental health field to begin with.
Well, it's funny. I I feel like I'm the only 12-year-old that I know of that always wanted to be a counselor. So
Really?
I wanted to be a counselor just from the time I could remember. Um, it's a lot of focus on the family, I think, at a young age. So I really kind of a funny story. My dad was an electrician, and he installed an intercom system in our home. I don't know if anybody knows what that is, but in every room in our house, the radio was playing, and it was always playing Christian radio
Oh, okay.
24 hours a day.
Oh
So I
my
listened
goodness.
to a lot of Christian radio, even in my sleep. And so I began thinking about counseling early on from really a lot of the stories that I heard
Hmm.
there. And God just, I think, sort of started pulling my heart along the way. So I ended up pursuing that right after college. I went to
Oh,
graduate
wow.
school.
Well, that's really neat, feeling a call to that from such a young age and kind of always knowing, where you were headed.
Hmm.
Now,
Yeah.
give us an idea of a particular case, maybe in Asheville, where you've seen a life changed.
Yeah, I was thinking about a woman that I've worked with who just this summer um, got married. And that was very different from her story a year ago and 2 years ago. So a year ago, I had sent her to the hospital.
The
And I
inpatient.
was,
You went on the inpatient psych unit, huh?
she went straight from my office to the hospital. And at several points in the course of working with her, I wasn't sure she was going to make it
Wow.
um, because just that pull towards death was so strong for her. But over time, she began to heal and to heal really deeply, and to the point where she was able to begin and start to maintain healthy relationships again and to desire life again. And
Mm.
so I was able to celebrate her wedding with her just this past summer. And that's a great example, I think, of a transformation. Of course, not all cases are like that, but those things are real. So
But at least like 75% of them are, right? No, I'm just kidding. I know those are the exceptions. Those are the exceptional ones, where
yeah,
there's such a dramatic change. But
yeah, but it's important to remember that that can happen, I think.
oh yeah. Wow, I mean, how dramatic of a change to go from you're not sure she's going to make it to getting married, living her life, things are moving forward for her. What, looking back on it, what do you think is one of the most effective things that you did that helped her to grow like that?
I think for her, the big shift came when she realized that she didn't have to, a couple things, but that she didn't need to pretend. That it was really important for her to acknowledge her feelings and to be able to talk about those and work through those, because the discrepancy between what she was really feeling and what she felt like she was supposed to be feeling
Right.
was leading to a sense of great despair for her.
Yes.
But when she was able to acknowledge the reality of what she was feeling and then deal with that, have community come around her, to know that the Lord wasn't surprised by that and shocked by it. And he actually had some things to say, and he was willing to enter that place with her. That, I think, made a huge difference for her.
Boy, and you created the kind of environment where all that could happen. That's really cool. As you're talking about her, one of my favorite quotes came to mind by Brennan Manning. It's just, he says, "I will not should on myself. I will not should on myself." So it kind of seems like this woman was living by a lot of shoulds and wasn't really great at integrating what the realities in her heart and soul are, with her life. That the two are separate, and yeah, that's never good. Well, I thought you were going to say it was the moment when she had intercoms put in every room in her house. That's what changed her life.
That was unique to me, I think. But
I think, and that's my very last question: is what's unique about you that other people might not know? Just some fun fact or unique thing. And you already kind of threw that. That certainly fits. But is there anything else?
Well, I was trying to think about that. I don't have anything, I haven't scaled some far-flung mountain or anything. But I think one thing people might not know about me is I'm also an addiction specialist. And so that was something I never planned. But I thought, well, this will be nice to have. But I really developed a love and a passion for working with individuals struggling with addiction.
Okay.
And so that has been interesting. And in the course of that, I'm thinking a lot about what individuals with addiction need. We have recently begun, I'm on the board of a nonprofit called Williams Place. And Williams Place is a residential home where we're going to be providing more long-term care for individuals who are struggling, men who are struggling with addiction. And
wow.
I had put that in the box of dreams that will never happen, and we are scheduled to open our doors on February 4th of this year.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow, so, I think that's something people may not have known.
Yeah. So that's pretty exciting.
And that's fun. It's a fun fact. It's fun helping people recover from addictions.
It's great.
Yeah. It's more than fun. It's very impactful and meaningful. Well, thank you for taking time to share with us all a little bit about you. And we're grateful for having you on our team and everything you do at Safe Harbor.
Well, I'm glad to be here.
All right. Have a great day, Niki.
Thanks, you too.
Bye.
Bye.